Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday to you. I don't know why I couldn't figure out what day it was. Happy Thursday to you. How is everyone? How's it going? It is just me today. It was planned that it was going to be Ryan and I today, and we're going to do a Ryan Reacts to this bins haul that we are here for right now. Suddenly this morning, I was like, do you have anything after school? Knowing in my mind, because we need to film a video. And he's like, oh yes, I have this happy hour with all these teachers and whatever. And I was like, so I take it I'm doing the haul alone? And he said he'd rush home, and I was like, it's fine. Don't leave the teachers. Don't leave your little fun little happy hour. I can do the haul. Ryan is not with us today to react to what I have here, though he hasn't even seen it. So now I guess I'll just have to let him watch the haul. But I have a overflowing IKEA bag of stuff from the bins. I went one day this week and I went on Monday. I spent a lot of money because my goal was to not go twice this week. It's just such nice weather. It's the first week of October, the best month of the freaking year, and I'm just trying to not live at the bins this month. So it worked. It worked out, and I have a huge overflowing IKEA bag. I got a ton of stuff to consign. I spent $188, which is a lot at the bins, so I'm ready to go for the week. Now, speaking of other things this week, let's go back in time for the week. This Tuesday was the R&D Fall 2024 Trends video. We went to the Mall of America. We looked for all the fall trends. We showed you them in all the stores. We had pretty good success finding them all over the place. And you might have noticed, if you were waiting on bated breath for it, that it didn't go up until Wednesday morning. Sorry. I had fully edited, fully uploaded the video and everything, literally around noon on Tuesday. And I set it up and scheduled it to go up that night. Little did I know, I had not hit a scheduled time. It had just been left unlisted. So the video was ready all day and on Tuesday night, but it didn't go up. So I do apologize for the little delay. It went up the next morning at 8:30 or 9 a.m. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you missed it because of its kind of off timing, it did go up just 48-ish hours ago at this point. So if you're interested, the last video was the Trend R&D, but I actually will also link it below in the description just to make sure that you have access to it if you did want to see it. It was super fun. That's probably one of the best videos and one of our favorites to do each year is the 2 Trend R&D videos. So we had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast with us. But otherwise, I probably should jump into the haul, shouldn't I? Yeah, probably. Ignore the unshaven face as per usual. I'm still not growing a mustache, even though I literally almost look like I have a full-blown mustache. I don't know if I'm going through some second wave of puberty, but I feel like my facial hair grows a lot faster now. I used to literally only have to shave my face really hardly at all. Almost never. Once every couple weeks, and now it's definitely more than that. Okay, so let's do the shoes, the bags, the accessories, the etc. first, and then we'll move on to the clothing. This is definitely a clothing heavy haul, and I did get stuff for Ryan that I was going to show him as he reacted, but now it's in the garage. So first up is this bag. I knew what it was right when I saw it. So this is a Madewell little tote. Now this is meant to be a crossbody. It has the rings and everything, and actually I should check in our storage unit. We have a lot of extra crossbodies, so before I list this, I probably should put a crossbody with it, but there is the Madewell logo right there. These are very recognizable, and I think there is a direct dupe from Target a couple years back, but the thing with the Target one is it's not real leather. So if you see this and it is leather, it's probably Madewell. If you see this and it's not, it's probably Target, but it's in really, really good shape. There's some light dirtiness on the inside that I need to lint roll, and I just need to leather condition the corners a little bit, but otherwise that is fantastic. And I see that I just sold that Trip jumpsuit that I purchased last week from the bins on eBay, so that's really exciting. Next up is another bag that looks very similar. So this is actually going to be consigned. This is literally almost exactly the same bag. This is not Madewell. It is really nice, soft leather, and I see I need to just kind of condition this one spot here before I consign tomorrow. But this is by a brand called Latico. I always don't know if it's Latigo or Latico. They are kind of like that brand, Margot, where they're really nice leather, but I think they're just kind of sold at TJ's and Nordstrom Rack and stuff. So I'm gonna consign this. I'm sure they'll market pretty good. And that just happened to end up my haul. Now this is something I would sometimes kind of grab for Ryan, but you know what? I'm gonna try this myself this time. This is so nice, and this one is a lot more my style than other ones I've seen. So this is the perfect for the season, perfect for this year, perfect for fall shoulder bag. So it's exactly the style people are liking right now, more of kind of like a barrel-ish bag. But this is 100% real leather, really, really soft, smushy, nice leather. And this is actually by Cachet. So Cachet is a brand that I do give to Ryan a lot. But as I said, this one is gonna be staying with me. Usually I'll give him all the clothes I find and stuff. I honestly don't know if I've ever even found a Cachet bag, but this one is really, really nice. It's giving kind of like a, more of the like punk bicycle Miu Miu type stuff. Look at that, that's really good. And it is just like the nicest leather. There's not really any flaws, except I just see this stud is starting to come off that I can maybe try to press back in. And then we're missing one right here, but otherwise we are all good. The bottom's in really good shape. I love how heavy this like magnetized flap is. This is really cute. I love that the handles are also fully studded. Super, super nice. So I am definitely going to be trying that myself. I'll just probably list it under vintage instead of actually Cachet, I think. Maybe I'll have to ask Ryan about that. Next up is a tie. Y'all know I love selling ties. So this is kind of a more plain one. It just has this like speckle graphic or print to it. It does have the logo though. So it is Laval, and right up at the front it has this tiny Laval, but otherwise the back of course has the big Laval label. This is silk, made in Paris. This isn't like my favorite designer tie I've ever found, but I'm sure it will still sell. Laval is, I've never tried one. I've never tried one of their ties, so we'll see, but they're just so easy to photograph, store, all that stuff. This I actually found in the pocket of an Ermenegilda Xenia blazer that I'm going to be sending to the Real, but I'm going to be selling this myself. So this is a little Coach money clip men's kind of wallet. So there's a little Coach logo, and it has the actual like loop on the back or clip that you could put on your belt or something. I can't tell if this is like older or newer because it is made in China, but obviously at this point Coach has been made in China for a long time. This logo makes me think it's older, but I really don't know, so I probably won't put vintage in the title. I'll just list it as like little black Coach money clip. Then we have one pair of shoes, and these are some Doc Martens. They're not like the classic, more like lugged kind. They're more of like, almost like a more sneaker bottom. It's a thinner platform. But these are some maroon Docs, and they actually have the floral lining, so they're giving very like Tumblr, early 2010s vibe with that. These are the Stafford, and they're a size US ladies 6. Now, unfortunately, these do have a little bit of discoloration at the toe, as you can see, but at the bins, that's still fine with me. Doc Martens just perform so well that like, even if I list these for like upper $30 and even if someone bought it for 30, okay, these cost me like $2, maybe $3, not that bad. Then I got two hats, and one of them is a Timberwolves hat, and this is by an actually like really good like sports team brand, and it's called Mitchell and Ness. Fun fact, the Real even takes Mitchell and Ness. I don't know much about like the actual retail of it and stuff. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to sell this myself or send it to the Real since they do take it. I probably could put it on Marketplace and make more than I would from the Real Jack. That seems like the smarter idea. That's probably what I'll do with that. And then this one, I don't know why I grabbed this. I really like the graphic, but I don't even know what it is. So it's The Show, and it's like an MLB type situation. I really like whatever graphic this is. It looks very like retro, mid-century. And then this logo here of San Diego Studio. I really like the like multicolor effect to it. It's kind of a cool hat. I have no clue if this is worth any money. I literally just grabbed it because I thought it looked cool. So we'll give it a shot. Let's move on to the clothing now. And I have quite a lot of clothing. So maybe we'll start with these two puffer coats that I have on top. Actually, no, we have one more accessory. This, I knew it would be right when I found it. This is an Anthropologie kitchen towel. And it says, "You're my cup of tea," embroidered on it. And then it has a bunch of like teacups. So it's a little faded, but there's not really any stains or anything. And honestly, these still can sell because some people just really want specific ones. Also, you could kind of like hang this in your kitchen more as like decor, but I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, now let's move on to the puffers. So these rolled out right in front of me, and I saw their logo right away on the sleeve, and I knew I wanted to grab both of these. This one's in worse shape than the other. So this is a white puffer in this very nice kind of like thicker, almost like textured, almost like a canvas material, but it is by American Giant. Now, I know Ryan has tried American Giant a few times. I think I have once or twice. And in the past, it hasn't done like that great for me, but he's had really good luck with it. It's made in the USA. This one's an extra small and it's definitely a women's, but I'm gonna try to clean it up because as you can see, there's some like dirtiness to the front to it, but it's not that big of a deal. Even if it doesn't clean that well, I still will just sell it as is. These are not down, unfortunately, but American Giant is like pretty expensive and other people like Ryan say they have really good luck with it. Also, of course, like these are super, super good for the season that we're going into. So this one's black, and again, it has that same American Giant patch. This one's a small, and honestly, I wonder if this was a husband-wife duo, because I definitely feel like this is a men's, whereas the other one was definitely a woman's. I often wear a men's small, so let's find out. Yeah, I think so. I think this is men's. Cute. I kind of like this. I just found a theory puffer when I was thrifting today at a regular thrift store that I almost want to keep. Kind of like this. This is nice. Yeah, I think it's men's. Usually the sleeves would be a lot shorter on me if it wasn't. If I stretch, they're like a little short, but not short enough where I think that this is women's. With a puffer, I would be more like a medium. I don't like my puffers to be too fitted. Once again, it is not down and it has a black tag on the inside. So these look like they retailed maybe for like 200 or 200 and something, maybe between 200 and 250. So I still need to do some more research on what they're gonna resell for because I'm not really sure, but those are a good find. Next up, we have a suede vest. So cue the trend report like I wink ding that I was doing like a couple weeks back. But this is a fully suede vest. Now, if you are a vegan or a vegetarian, please cover your ears while I read what they call the material of this, because the way that they title this material is disgusting. So 3, 2, they say that the material is silky pig split, which is like the most disgusting thing I think I've ever heard in my entire life. I just felt like I had to share that with you guys, and I apologize. This is by Boundary Waters. It's a medium. I don't really know if it's men's or women. Oh yeah, I can find that out. It's women's. This was originally women's, and that's great because I would list it as women's anyways. So it's really, really nice suede, which I will just call it suede. Not their title. But with suede being popular, with it being black, with vests being kind of popular, I thought I'd try that. This is a men's piece, and this is Abercrombie & Fitch. So I'm not sure if this is the latest label. It's a little harder to stay up to date with the men's labels for some reason, but this is a size large, and it's just this like black, like very, very soft denim shirt. It's almost like a chambray, but I don't know if men's stuff is ever called chambray, but it's nice. It's very just like basic, and it might have like a couple tiny, tiny little paint specks here, but I think at the bins I was already kind of like getting one of them off just by, yeah, those should come off just by scratching it. So this should be good as new. I haven't like washed and worked on this stuff yet. Oh, next up, these are really interesting. So I knew what these were, or I assumed what they were as soon as I saw them, but I did not know this brand made kids. So this is by New Works. Now New Works is known for making very whimsical prints where a lot of things have faces. And as you can see on this, there are strawberries picnicking and they have faces, and there are mountains behind them that have faces, and the sun behind the mountains also has a face. So this shirt is an 8-year-old's shirt. Super cute, very slightly faded, probably because it was like just washed a couple times, but New Works performs very, very well. So I am very excited to give that a shot, and I said these because there are 2. This is 6-year, so actually they're different sizes, so I cannot lot them together. But this one has like a cloud or a flower bundle man with this like very, very trippy, wavy black and white background to it. But these are so cute, and I'm sure they'll do good. It's a very unique child's piece. Next up, oh, this is so cute. So I am hoping that this washes well because this is Vince, and it's 100% cashmere. That's also like the newer Vince label. And it is a cashmere hoodie with these like kind of cap, really, really short sleeves. It has front pockets as well, but I think someone threw this back because there's a couple marks. This one looks like it'll clean for sure. It just kind of looks like makeup. The one that I'm a little worried about is this one on the front. It looks more like some kind of food. So I'm gonna give that a shot. We're gonna see if it cleans. I hope it does. This was the first Abercrombie piece that I found on this day that I went. This is adorable. So this is an Abercrombie & Fitch lingerie piece that is so pretty. So there's this little split under the bust. I really like that detail. And then the back kind of has some slightly like laddered straps to it. It is clean everywhere you want it to be, I will say. Though it does not have like a sanitary pad or whatever. And I honestly don't know if this was ever worn because as you can see, the back goes all the way down here to where your rear would probably be. There's still this like really long tag. And I feel like if you were actually gonna wear this, you would remove this. So I don't know if this was ever worn, but yeah, Abercrombie, it's a medium. And Abercrombie stuff doesn't have like styles or anything. It's nylon and elastane. So of course I'm still gonna rewash that one, but good find. I think that'll do quite good. Bodysuits from Abercrombie do really well. I've never tried their intimates, so I'm really excited to give that a shot. This was kind of a surprise. So this is just like sitting there and no one had grabbed it. It was actually, I think, kind of crammed in the bottom of a bin, so that's probably why. But this is a jumpsuit, which is not something I'm normally like super pumped about, but it's a cute one. It's like a kind of like viscose material with wide legs. It's black and it has these like ruffly shoulders to it. What I am excited about is that this is a Reformation jumpsuit. So that's fantastic. It's a size 4, and as I thought, it is viscose and rayon. It's also made in the USA, so that's great. I am going to clean this as well, but it, again, is clean in all the areas that you want it to be. Well, it's clean everywhere, but that's great. Then we have a Free People piece. This is possibly my only Free People I found, but it's quite cute, so I'm happy about it. It's this like plaid crop top blouse. So obviously very good for like pumpkin patch and apple orchard season. It's a size small and it's the metal tag. And this is a not super new, but not super old one based on the fabric tag. It does have the OB and everything, but I like the big button details and I like the pockets. So that was a really good find. This I found right next to someone who I think was a vintage person, so they were kind of, I think, jealous. As soon as I put it in my cart, he was like, what was that? I was like, Eddie Bauer. I mean, he didn't say it mean. He was like totally nice. So this is vintage Eddie Bauer. I don't know my labels very well to know how old this is, but it is a men's large. And this is a wool, like buffalo plaid sweater. I don't know if there's a fabric tag anywhere in this. I kind of tried looking and I don't know if one was like removed at some point. Yeah, because I don't think there is one anymore. It's definitely a wool blend. I wouldn't say it has any, oh yeah, here. It just says 10. Okay, well that does not help at all. Yeah, I think there was a tag that was like cut right above the size one for some reason. But maybe I can find someone selling the same thing and see what it is. I'm sure it's just a wool blend. But some of the vintage Eddie Bauer stuff, like the wool, goes for a lot. So I need to research that more because obviously that is not really my specialty. Next up is a slightly older piece, but it is very seasonally appropriate and very trendy. So this is this like anorak or parka when it has that cinch kind of at the waist? This is a pea green, army green, whatever you want to call it, jacket, and it is by Velvet Graham & Spencer, which of course retails for a lot, but is kind of trickier to sell. But this actually was sold at Anthro back in the day, so of course I will list this as Anthro, and mainly because of the color, it is super in season, super great for this fall, so that's why I want to give that a shot. If you're wondering if I got any pants, yes I did. Those are gonna be last because I actually did sort stuff this time. Next up is a really random one. It's almost like this hat where I'm like, I don't know why I grabbed this. I think this will do good. This is NBA. Not that I'm a sports person, apparently. Okay, guys, I do apologize. I heard like a bang outside and the dog started barking, and it is so windy today, and all of my 12-foot Halloween guys are out right now, and I have a mini heart attack every time a big gust comes through, which is like every 2 seconds. So this is NBA, and this is a cropped jersey for the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. And I think it's really cute. Jerseys have kind of been having a moment, for me included. I love me like a mesh jersey. I have my dad's original football jersey. If you've seen me wear that black one, I think it has 88 on it. That was my dad's when he was in football in high school. And then I have a ghost face Halloween one, Scream one that I wear all the time as well. So this is a large. I also could just see this being sold at like Urban or PacSun or something. It just seems very trendy, and I just feel like though it's not going to get me a ton, I think it's going to sell. Also, basketball will be starting at some point. Next up is a brand I don't really like to sell that much, but I like this piece. So it's Super Down, which is a Revolve in-house brand. It's an extra small, but it is a flannel, like a green plaid flannel. I really like the color, of course, for the season. I really like the plaid print, and I can tell it's oversized, so we'll give it a shot. I think people can sell Super Down. I just don't have the best luck with it, so usually I don't. This also needs a good bleaching, but I didn't want to skip it. So it's Rebecca Taylor, which of course is not super amazing to find anymore, and it's a zero, which is not super amazing to find either, but it's a really, really cute white like longer dress. It ties in the front, so it's very like kind of as a corset or like a waist cincher. So it's very kind of like cottagey in a way. It's got this like eyelet floral back to it. It's not the oldest label. If it was, I don't think I'd pick it up. We'll give it a shot. It just, there's a little bit of like yellowing to some of the areas, so I need to bleach it, but otherwise we'll see. Then we have a sweater. This is a super, super cute sweater. It is not a brand I always sell myself, but I will be selling this. So this is Gap, and it's an extra small. Apparently, Gap is kind of having a moment right now that I didn't know about. Oh, it also has like kind of puffy sleeves. Apparently Gap has a new creative director, and they're like popping off, I've heard from someone at the bins and then from Ryan when I got home. Ooh, this is from the end of 2022. It's the cashmere-like mock neck multicolor. It's cotton, acrylic, and nylon. It is very soft. I have sold a number of like multicolor, really, really cute Gap sweaters like this before with pretty good luck. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to replicate with getting that. All right, lots of good stuff still coming. This was actually like a really solid bin haul. Now that I like look at it. Next up is Aerie, which as I've told you guys is very much my like bread and butter nowadays. Size medium, especially if it's trendy. So of course this color is kind of what sold me on this. It's that like army pea green. It's a little bit more pastel-y, but that's okay. I like that they match the buttons to the color. I thought that was cute. And since it's a medium, a lot of Aerie's like the usual like extra, extra small and stuff like that. So happy that it's medium. I also saw comps for it were like 30 to 35, so that's great. This is a brand oh, we're missing some snaps, I think. No, we're not missing some snaps. This is a brand I somehow knew when I saw the name, but I don't know where I've heard of it or how I knew it. So it's this like vest, like wrap vest, and it's by A-Day. Maybe I've had it once, and I just don't remember it that well, but A-Day is like athletic stuff, and it's very expensive. It's an extra small, and I'm just now seeing the material. It is 48%, oh, there's a style number. It's 48% burr nylon, 44% burr recycled nylon, and 8% recycled spandex. I don't know what burr means. But this is a really, really cute, trendy piece, so I'm happy to have found it. I don't know what it like retails for in the slightest, so I will figure that out when I'm listing it. Then we have this pretty cute knit dress. It's just like a strappy kind of, I don't know, printed dress. And this is actually Lily Pulitzer, size 6. I found 2 Lily dresses, but the other one I am consigning. This one I'm gonna try myself. The other one is just like a pure navy. I've noticed if you're gonna sell your Lily yourself, it needs to be printed in some way. So this is from 2011, so it's pretty old, but honestly, I have not noticed any like newer and older Lily kind of perform exactly the same. So that's fine. Then we have 2 very good finds that I was super excited about, and I kind of had a feeling of what they were when I first grabbed them. First up is this blouse that has this like musical brass instrument print throughout. It's got like a trombone, a trumpet, and all those other instruments that I definitely know the name of. This is a US 14 too, and it is by 52 Conversations Anthropology, one of my favorite brands to find by them. So cute, such a cute color, and honestly one of the best performing anthro brands that there are. And then this is the same brand, and I assume the same size. This is a US 14 as well, and it's once again 52 conversations. I love this print. We got rabbits, we got like deer, fox, owls, so pretty. I almost feel like I've had this blouse before, but I'll have to check when I'm listing. This was a find. I was so excited to pull this out. I was in the bin once again with somebody who is a vintage person, and they kind of looked through the entire bin and they didn't find anything they wanted. So I continued to look because I think I had found a couple things in there that were just like, decent. And then I found something that I know, oh shoot, then I buttoned it wrong. Then I found something that I know him or any vintage person would have definitely wanted. So I kind of felt bad, but I was like, I want it too. So, and it is this plaid shirt. Just kind of a nice green, very Western looking plaid shirt. And it is by Ralph Lauren Country. Yes. If you do not, oh, it's a wool blend. If you do not know, Polo Country and Ralph Lauren Country are like gold from the Ralph Lauren labels. They're like my favorite Ralph Lauren labels to find. I was gonna say besides the purple and black, but honestly, these can do better sometimes. So these are like the best labels to find. This is like a pretty boring piece when it comes to Ralph Lauren Country, but I will still take it. Anything from those lines sells well. Super, super pumped to have found that. I'm very, very happy. Then we have actually a Patagonia. So if you want to twin with Ryan, this is a large, and this is like the exact same Patagonia that he took from me last week, but it's in like a wine pink purple this time. So he took the green one, and this is the pink purple one. I think this is women's. Teen reseller Keegan taught me how to tell the difference, and I already forgot. There's something about like if the logo's on the sleeve versus if it's on the chest. Maybe this is men's. Yeah. Maybe it's men's. Ryan and I could twin, but I'm also not this kind of person, so we're not going to. All right, we still have this whole stack of pants and bottoms left, and I see we've already passed the 30-minute mark of recording, so we will speed it up just a titch. Next up is Beta Brand. This is a size medium petite. I feel like everything Beta Brand is either petite or tall. There's like nothing regular with Beta Brand, but this is a skirt. So a lot of times I'll consign my Beta Brand, but I have never tried or even seen one of their skirts. So, oh, is this a leg? Oh my gosh, is this like a skirt? Wait, is this like a I was gonna say a capricord? Capri. I'm having like a breakdown. A caprort? What's a capri skirt? Capert? Capert! It's a capert! I am losing it. Is this a capri skirt? Hold on a second. Ew. I mean, not ew. I'm sure there's a use for a capert. Clearly this changed something in my brain chemistry because I don't know what just happened to me. This is a capri skirt. That's a new one. That's something I've never heard of. So there's a skort, which is a skirt short. So this is a scapri. A scapri. A scapri. That sounds a lot better. I got a pair of scapris here for anybody that's a medium petite and needs a scapri. I need help. SOS. Next up is Aerie. Once again, this is a size small regular. I don't know why it needs to say regular. These are, of course, something I picked up basically fully based off of the color. They're just some like heart graphic joggers. There is like a spot or two that I gotta clean off, but those should come off really easy. This pair of joggers is from 2021, so they're quite modern. And again, I mainly bought them for the color. Also, a lot of the Aerie comfort wear sells quite good for me. These are a pair of pants that need some depilling. Though they came pre-pilled, I can tell. They need still a little bit of depilling, but I think they're worth it because they're really, really funky and cute. So these are Sleeping on Snow, which of course is Anthro. And these are size medium. And these are some knit pants, like pull-on pants that are like flared wide leg. So freaking cute. As you can see, there's really some pilling between the legs that I gotta take care of. Definitely these came somewhat pilled or like fuzzy. So I'm just gonna depill like the main issue areas, and I'll still probably list like, oh, like slightly pilly, but otherwise, these are really fun. I don't know what the material, oh, here we go. They're wool, nylon, alpaca, and spandex. These would be really good for like Christmas or something, or winter. They'd be great for that. Then we have a Hot Topic pair of shorts, which is a new one to me. So these are size small. And they're overall shorts. They're short-alls, duh. These are some short-all shorts. They're kind of like a schoolgirl, schoolboy short. They just kind of remind me of that micro-ish trend we were talking about of like the dad shorts. So of course someone could buy them and remove the suspenders and they could just be kind of like an emo boy short, but yeah, I have decent luck with Hot Topic, so I wanted to try that. Then we have a new leg and look brand to me called Tom Tom USA. This looks vintage, this like label, but then this one does not. So that's what kind of like intrigued me. This is a size large. And also the fact that it's made in USA, I was like, I bet that these are leg and look. And sure enough, they are. So there's some gingham slubbed cotton wide pants with this almost like seam thing to the bottom. There's like two bows to the bottom too. It's hard for me to describe leg and look in a kind way sometimes because like I just don't have the vocabulary for leg and look, I don't think. Next up, oh, this was a find that I was super pumped about. So this is by Anthro, kind of a newer label. And this is a size extra large. And at first I thought they were pants, but they're not. This is a very, very long, puffy, flowy, black maxi skirt with this really nice, ruffly, super stretchy elastic waist. It's got a split in it. Super good for fall. This is just, with how flowy this is, like, this is so much cotton. I could make like a green screen out of that. I could like hold it behind me and put myself in a green screen. Oh, but I'm in black. What a dumb idea, Jack. Where are we? Is my black green screen working? Probably not because I'm wearing all black. It looks like we're like hiding under like bed sheets. Anyways, now that I did that, whatever that was. Couple more pair of pants. Let's get through this. So, Madewell. 00, but that's okay because these are freaking adorable. This is some pleated corduroy pants. Stephanie was at the bins for a little when I was about to leave and she threw me these and I'm so appreciative. These are so cute and they are the green color of the season. There is not a year on these, which actually probably means they're super new. So that is great. This is another really good find. I found this with a lot of the Anthro. This is a pair of Girlfriend Collective leggings, size large. Girlfriend Collective isn't doing as good as it used to do, but it's still definitely a really good athletic brand to find. So these are just some like plain high-rise black leggings, very just like classic. Then we have another trend from the trend report. Usually I give something like this to Ryan, but I'm gonna give it a shot. These are the baggy tech jeans or pants by BDG, and they're a 30 by 30, so I assume they're men's, but they're this really cool purple color and they're barrel. Basically, whenever there's like these pleats at the knees, it's basically a barrel pant. So these are really funky and I just think that they're gonna do pretty good. So I am gonna give them a shot. I don't know if I've tried too much like men's urban, so we'll see. Then we have a brand called Cacharel, which is like a really, really high-end brand, but also I think it's sold in Anthro. These are silk and wool, and they are made in Poland. They are kind of this like really, really twisty-turny loop and curl print with like berries. It reminds me of Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas for some reason. I think the colorway or like the color combo. Cute though. They should do very good. Then we have one more Anthro piece, and this is by Anthro, but it is an older one, but that's okay. These are size 27, and I really like this style even if they're older because they're kind of a cargo pant with that big pocket, and they're a kind of red. Yeah, they are red. It's like a barn red. There's almost like a hint of orange to it, but they're really cute. They're very trendy for the season also, so I don't mind that they're the older label. And the last thing I found was this brand called I Love Ugly, which is interesting to Google because you type in I love ugly clothing, and that's a really weird thing to search. This brand weirdly actually looks like it's designed in a black and white room in Auckland City. I hear a giant chainsaw outside and it's kind of making me nervous. But this brand actually looks like it retails pretty high and comps were pretty good. So I've never heard of I Love Ugly, but apparently keep your eyes open for I Love Ugly. I don't know. These are extra small. They might be men's. The brand makes both, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, the pockets are big. Oh my gosh, it was a guitar player. These are probably men's. I'm thinking with the big pockets. Alrighty. That is all that I have for you guys today. So that was a lot of stuff. I guess maybe it worked out in the end that Ryan wasn't here because we would have had a lot of chit-chatting and this would have taken a lot longer. So that is all I have for you guys for today, but I will see you either tomorrow on the second channel for my first week of Vlogoween. If you want to spend like every day of the week with me summed up into one video, go check that out. Second channel's link below as always. Or I will see you guys on Sunday with Ryan for a regular What Sold Sunday. Otherwise, that is all that I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite couple things that I picked up, and I will see you when you choose to see me. Goodbye.